Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. Coming into the stream as usual, please make sure you're subscribed if you want to see me again. If you appreciate these videos, as usual, absolutely free to smash the like button. Thank you so much. I am blown away by what's going on in the news for GameStop because last night I was already pretty shocked that he got sued already, and not even by like a corporation or anything, but it was just by a person that apparently had bought less than $5,000 worth in GameStop. And no judgment on people who buy like under $5,000 worth of stocks, like that's fine. But I'm pretty sure, myself included, along with a bunch of other folks, bought a lot more than that person who's trying to do the class action lawsuit against Roaring Kitty. I'm pretty sure most people that bought in 2021 GameStop and was a part of that most likely lost more money than whatever this person is suing for recently, because GameStop went from like $4 pre-split all the way up to like 400 something dollars. So that's a much bigger move and will cause you to either make a lot of money or lose a lot of money. So I just thought that that was hilarious. Hi there, Cookie Monster. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so he got sued yesterday, but I didn't think it was like that big of a deal because I feel like, again, never financial advice on my channel or legal advice through your own DD entertainment purposes only. But I thought it would be kind of like low chance if he were to actually get the money from Roaring Kitty, right? Like, I just feel like Roaring Kitty, personally, I feel like if I was part of the jury, I would feel like Roaring Kitty didn't do anything wrong, because when you do make a trade and nobody forces you to do the trade, you make the choice on your own. And Roaring Kitty is literally just this dude that exists on the internet. Like, you don't have to. Nobody forced you to follow him. Nobody forced you to follow his trades. And I am responsible for my own trades. It's just kind of a thing that I feel like most people need to get used to. Anyways, give me 1 second. How are you guys doing? It's Monday again. How did we get here? I wanted to do a stream yesterday, but the day just kind of got busy and I wanted like a more relaxing day. Not that you guys are not relaxing for me, but I was like really wanting to do a stream even at like 12ish. I was like, man, I really want to talk about this whole lawsuit thing. But who knew that today we would get even crazier news that I guess now all the answers have been answered. Like all this questioning on is he possibly invested into Chewy? That's why we saw that dog meme last week. I guess he is, because he filed the SEC apparently. Like we'll like go over the article together, but from what I heard waking up today is that Chewy shot up to like 33 something dollars, which is not even that much, surprisingly, because when he just posted a dog meme, people like speculated that he had Chewy shares, and Chewy like shot up to I think like $37 or something, from the low like or mid 20s. And then now we went from like $25 all the way up to about $33, only to crash right back down. And I think Chewy, the last I looked at it, was like $25. Let's see how much Chewy is right now. Welcome, Ultimate Boss, Jack the King. Thank you guys. By the way, folks, if you are not loving the quality here on YouTube, I highly recommend you go ahead and check out my Twitch stream where the quality is better than okay. So give me 1 second. I'm going to post in here my Twitch stream link. Even though most of my platforms, like it's really easy to find besides Instagram where it says Living with Lucy 123. Everywhere else on X and every other platform, I am very close to being monetized on TikTok as well. So show some love there as well. Most of my platforms are literally all either The Lucy Show or Living with Lucy. So definitely you can find me. But on X, I kind of post like on X in the description below on all my YouTube videos or my short videos. You're always going to see me just advertising myself, obviously, shamelessly. And if you ever need to find any one of my platforms or you don't see me posting videos on one platform, I'm probably posting on another platform. And there's different content on different platforms. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Okay, so that's the link for Twitch if you also want to check out the Twitch video. But let's see how much Chewy is. And I got to say, I had to support Roaring Kitty. I'm not sure if it was the greatest decision though, so we'll talk about that later. But now I am an official hodler of both GME and also Chewy. Do I believe in Chewy a lot? To be honest, no, I don't really care for Chewy. I feel like there is more hope for me, at least, after watching all the Roy and Kitty videos. I think there is more to it in GameStop after watching all the videos of him talking about his thesis and the possibilities and the fact that that is the thing that kind of got everybody to know about him in 2021. I'm glad that he's venturing into something else, though, even though that's something else. Obviously, Chewy was founded by Ryan Cohen, who is now the CEO of GameStop. So everything's all tied together, and it just makes you wonder, like, okay, is he just doing this because it is in relation to Ryan Cohen and it is in relation to Chewy? Mm, GameStop, I mean. So yeah, I have no idea. I'm just literally doing it as a YOLO. Not, I don't think I'm YOLOing anymore for GameStop though, because I no longer fear for GameStop. And to be honest, Chewy is not anywhere close to its all-time highs. But with Chewy, honestly, could it go down by like 50% in a couple of weeks? I wouldn't be too shocked. And I'm still like honestly surprised that GameStop is not down by 50% within the last couple of weeks, even though nothing's been happening. Like no fundamentals have changed besides the fact that now they have about $4 billion, but it's still a scary ride over there with GameStop. You know, it's a lot of unknowns, very shaky. There's all these like theories. A lot of them just start to sound like conspiracy theories at this point. Hi there, Chubby. But there's like so many storylines that people have created on the internet, basically about everything that's going on with Roaring Kitty and with Ryan Cohen. That I don't really believe in all of them, but out of like 100 or 1,000 theories, maybe one of them is correct, right? But it's just really hard to figure out which one it actually is. To be honest, I feel like Roaring Kitty is, again, like I told you guys through the videos, like that's why I have so money in GameStop now, because I feel like he is honestly in it for the long run after watching so many videos from his past. Like it really just seems like this is just the stock that he believes in, right? However, now his moves are very confusing, and I know people are saying like this is called the some are saying that this is called the Kansas City Shuffle, where it's like making you look at one spot when really you're doing something else. I find it all very confusing. But at the same time, thinking back to his older videos, I remember when he posted that Uno reverse card, and everybody kind of thought like, "Oh, that just means he's back onto GameStop after not tweeting for a while." But technically, when he would made his videos, his Uno reverse cards, at least when he explained them, like what each of his Uno reverse card means, like the wild card and the reverse card and all that, the Uno reverse card technically means to go against what your original thought was. So I don't know if that was kind of like the beginning of him telling us that he's no longer going to be full on for GameStop, or if I'm just reading this completely wrong. Or there could be another reason, and he could just be in on both now. Like he believes in Chewy and he believes in GameStop. It's very, very confusing. I need you guys' help. So let me know down in the comment section below if you are part of this live stream, what you feel about all of this. Because although I don't feel shaken up about my GameStop investments, it's really weird. Like this is like it's I feel less about like the fact that this is an investment, obviously, but I feel more curious on like just what his next moves are. Like I feel like I'm trying to figure out, is there like an ultimate point that he's trying to prove at the end of all this? Like, and the fact that he recently just had somebody sue him, is that also part of what is to be expected on his end? Like, I'm sure he's a smart guy. Like, after having gone to the congressional hearing in 2021, I'd like to think that he's hired a lawyer since then, and his moves are at least calculated as to what he's saying, what he's doing, so that a lawyer can properly back him up, so he doesn't have to get into more trouble like these class action lawsuits and having a chance of possibly losing them. So I like to think that that is the end result, that all of this is possibly planned out, but who knows? Or maybe he's just having fun, right? Like nobody knows. Um, Hi there, Shobi. Do you not know who Ryan Kitty is, or are you joking? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people who don't know who Roaring Kitty is. Um, but if you are watching my videos, I think I have been talking about it way more than normal. But again, it's because I find it both entertaining and it's also a possibility to just make a lot of money. Possibility, keyword. or a possibility to just lose a lot of money, in which I will not blame Roaring Kitty for. But anyways, let's check out what's going on. Crypto, huh? Oh my gosh, sorry. The first thing that pops up on my portfolio is crypto, and it's just like overwhelming. Every time I see it boost up, I'm like, I don't buy it unless. Here's the way I read that we're still in a slump with crypto is that Ethereum is not even at $4,500. Okay, if we just like jump up to like 4,500, or you know what, I'll give it a discount, 4,200. I would feel like, okay, we got out of that crypto slump, because right now, if you compare the charts to like 2021, it's just all too similar. And again, I told you guys, if you look back at July of like 2021 for Ethereum, even though, yes, within like 6 months later, less than 6 months later, it pretty much propped back up to like an all-time high of $4,800 around the time when Bitcoin was all-time high. Even though that occurred, it was so bad in July. And I don't know what it is about this month. Maybe it's just the summertime and people just trade less or take away all their money to go on these beautiful vacations. I'm not doing that. But yeah, maybe it's something to do with that. But it was just not good in 2021. And I don't know if it's going to be good this year. It's not really feeling so hot for me now, right now, though. Let me know what your predictions are. But yeah, Dogecoin, let's just click into it since we're here. Can't make it even past 13 cents. Okay. Cannot even make it past 13 cents. It's at 12.3. And again, this is a really bad downfall from March of 2024, how Roaring Kitty just kind of took over the news. But like, who would have known that like by pretty much the end of March, we had it at 22 cents. And now it's pretty much lost 50% of its value, along with a bunch of other cryptocurrencies. So not just Doge taking a hit, obviously Solana, ADA, also down by a lot. Let's see here. No, my FFIE is down again today. Strangely, though. Okay, wait, let's look at GameStop. GameStop is down 5% on the day, but because it was like over $25 last week, this was a drop that it could at least like kind of handle. So even being down and still down after hours, right now GameStop is still at $23.35, which I don't think is that bad. Oh, you folks are. Why did he hold? Chubby is asking. Oh, in terms of like, are you talking about Roaring Kitty? Honestly, nobody really knows why, but I like to think that he's holding because he wants to make money, which is the whole point. When he started his YouTube channel back before, when I didn't even watch it in like 2020, he was talking about all these stocks that he was invested in. It wasn't just GameStop, and he buys them when he believes in it. So, but he never said back in the day that he would hold on to something for like 10 years. And I remember him saying like, that's just not really like the type of trader that he is, and that 5 years would be a long time for him. But thinking about 2020, like we're already basically like hitting 5 years. So he must really like the stock if he's going to diamond hand GameStop shares, which we don't even know if he has anymore, right? But I like to tell you guys my personal guess on this. And again, just out of my imagination, I've been saying it for a while, is that I always believed that he had more money than what people believe, right? Because on the internet, all you hear about is, oh, he must not have anything else. It's just GameStop. Like he shows us his portfolios because obviously he posts them on like super stonks on Reddit and whatnot. So you're constantly hearing like, oh, he must not have that much. And obviously we know that he had a bunch of call options that he ended up selling, which at least this is what the internet believes. And he ended up selling, and he ended up buying more shares, and he ended up getting 9 million and 1,000, right? Is it 9 million and 1,000 shares of GameStop, making him the fourth largest holder of GameStop ever, and really like the single largest individual, I guess, besides Ryan Cohen. So he's like still second to Ryan Cohen. But I think Ryan Cohen, I'm pretty sure he buys it under RC Venture. I'm not sure if that's considered individual account, but it's still under him, so it should be. Correct me if you understand this better. Wait, what? Hi there, Juicy Draft, Justa. Welcome, Ripster, CryptoLink, Mr. GC15. Yes, thank you, Mr. GC15. Letting everybody know to smash the like button. Yes, if you are currently in my live stream, I don't care where you're watching this from, Twitch or YouTube, it really is helpful, and it's absolutely free to do that. Just smash the like button. And if you want to know whenever my live streams begin, I do kind of start them at very odd times, just kind of like whenever I have extra time. But as I'm chatting with you guys later, I'm going to be doing work at the same time because I have e-commerce platforms that I have to deal with. But anyways, so if you enjoy my videos and you want to know when they start, just hit that notification bell. That'll also be really helpful. Ripster's like, it's over, sell now. Well, I don't take financial advice. I don't give financial advice, so I will not take your financial advice either, nor will I be giving you guys financial advice. But I think you should, yeah, follow your heart, do whatever you want to do. So if that's what you want to do, then have fun with it. Luckily today, even with all this crazy news, whether you want to take it as positive or negative, I think again, like mainstream media is saying like he's not rich. Like he doesn't, well, I mean, he's pretty rich. He's over 200 something $million, right? Because how is he going to have, how did he get these Chewy shares? Over 9 million Chewy shares, supposedly, right? I've never read any articles on it yet. This is just like, supposedly right now, he's filed with the SEC that he has over 9 million shares and he has like 6% of Chewy or whatever, right? And I think the general news is basically leaning towards, okay, then he must have sold his GameStop shares, which again, that could have happened. I didn't think he was going to sell his call options, but there he went. And even before I found out that he sold his call options, I did tell you guys though that I think there is a possibility that he may have a lot more money because again, you have to remember that when we saw his most recent live stream, dude was losing millions of dollars. He literally lost like what, more than 300 million, 400 million dollars. I'm not sure if it was like right before the stream or a little bit after the stream, but GameStop literally went from like the $40 level like 20 something while he was doing the stream. So he was literally just losing millions and millions of dollars and he did not look like he was shaken up about it at all. So that, what is that assigned to me? Either he's crazy, just kidding, I don't think he is, or he has a lot more money, right? It's kind of like if you're going to go and like to a slot machine or whatever, and you're going to end up like putting in $100 bills each time. If I see someone doing that and they're just losing $100 bills every single minute or like probably 20 seconds, I wouldn't really feel bad for them and I wouldn't think they're poor by any means because I feel like, okay, if you have the guts to do that, then you clearly have more money at home or your house is made of gold. I don't know. So the way I always felt about Roaring Kitty, and this is my personal opinion, is that I think he does have more funds. And he doesn't have to tell you he has more funds because he just shows you his portfolio and not even every single day. And it's not illegal for him to have more money just because people speculate and believe that he only has about $200 million or $250 million, or that at one point he was a billionaire. And I know he joked about it too because he posted on Twitter like that meme with the guy in the mirror that's like, you were a billionaire. That doesn't mean that he's not a billionaire. I think he could still be a billionaire. Like there are secret millionaires out there, secret billionaires out there, and they don't really have to tell you just how much money they have. So anyways, I thought that it's funny right now that people are trying to make it seem, and maybe this is it. This is what he wants, right? Maybe this is like the whole point of it all, because a part of me feels like, okay, by making it seem like he sold all his GameStop shares just to get all the Chewy shares, and he posted that dog meme and kind of like almost making it seem like, or making people believe, a lot of people believe, not that that's his attempt, but it seems like a lot of people are just buying the fact that, yeah, he doesn't believe in GameStop anymore and now he's on Chewy. I think this is great, especially if you want the short interest to go up, right? Because I think a lot of people that were non-believers of GameStop now has more reasoning. More hedge funds, more regular retailers has more reasoning to go ahead and short GameStop like today, right now, buy puts on it because they don't feel like he's there anymore. And a lot of people just believe like, okay, GameStop's only going to get anywhere because of Roaring Kitty. So it's almost like just a perfect bait for shorts, in my opinion. So I actually think that this is quite interesting. However, if he did sell all of his GameStop shares to get all of the basically 9 to 9, right? Was it 9 million, 1,000? Did he also do that? I think that's what he did. But I'm just hearing in the news 9 million. I'm not sure if they're saying the 1,000 part. But yeah, I think if he did end up selling all the GameStop shares and just buy Chewy, then yeah, I have no idea. Then I would just be completely lost as to what the heck he's doing, because that goes against everything that he used to say in his older videos. But at the end of the day, who knows? The dude is just trying to make money. So as long as this is making him money, whether if tomorrow he sells his GameStop shares, that's like, or sells his Chewy shares and no longer is a Chewy hodler, like we don't know about that. Like literally no one knows what's going on in this guy's mind besides himself. And I feel like personally, I think like him sharing this is not trying to manipulate the market and get people to lose money, which some folks who lost money because they bought at highs and sold at lows do hate him for it. I think it's better that he's sharing his trading positions and just sharing his memes and giving people an opportunity to do what they want with the information. I think that that is much better than, you know, people in Congress that just make millions of dollars and don't post memes. Anyways, we know who those people are. Let's read over what is going on with Chewy. So this is from Yahoo Finance. So this is from today. Happy July 1st, by the way. Roaring Kitty has pounced on another stock, sending it on a bumpy ride on Monday. Shares of Chewy rose as much as 10% early in the session before falling more than 6% after a filing showed that Keith Gill, the stock influencer known as Roaring Kitty, has taken a significant stake in a pet products company. Monday's SEC filing included a section that read, "Check the appropriate box to designate whether you are a cat." Which, like, what? Under that, an X appeared next to the line, "I am not a cat." Words uttered by Gill in front of Congress during the GameStop craze of 2021. Back then, Gill's Roaring Kitty posts about the game equipment company prompted retail investors to send the stock soaring. Some analysts have said Gill's interest in Chewy could be due to the fact that it was founded by GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen. Which, okay, one can say this, but then it's like, why are we doing this? I try to search up and see if Ryan Cohen has shares in Chewy, but I don't see that. So I don't think he even has shares in it anymore. So it doesn't really make sense. Unless now Keith Gill is trying to get into Chewy, because people were speculating that he was trying to get into GameStop's board. All this is just like really whack. Anyways, Gill first tipped his hand about his stake in Chewy last Thursday when he posted an uncaptioned picture of a puppy on social media platform X and briefly sent the company's shares to a near 1-year high. The filing showed that Gill owns 9 million shares of Chewy, worth about $245 million as of Friday's market close. That would make Gill Chewy's third largest shareholder. So he's doing better, actually. I guess he's doing even better now over at Chewy than he is at GameStop, because at GameStop, I think he was number 4. Or if he even is, he would have been number 4. And Gill did not immediately respond to requests for comment. I mean, he hasn't really responded to anybody. Okay, now let's read another one. I mean, is this? Oh, this is the class action suit. Chewy shares take the meme stock ride as Roaring Kitty trader reveals stake. The trader followed closely online. This is from NBC. For his investments in what have become known as meme stocks, also faces a class action lawsuit related to his stock trading. The stock price of the online pet retailer Chewy went for a ride on Monday after one of the internet's most followed investors revealed that he had bought up shares in the company. Yeah, basically he's like, I think he's like the Warren Buffett of our generation. I mean, possibly better. I don't know if Warren Buffett ever back in the day, like, I don't know, 50 years ago, sent out meme equivalents. Chewy shares initially jumped 11%. Okay, negative trading. The turbulence comes after Keith Gill, the leader of the meme stock movement, who was better known online by his handling Roaring Kitty, revealed he had taken a significant stake in the company. I don't think there's anything. Oh, the plaintiff. Oh, this is talking about the class action lawsuit. Um, the plaintiff, Martin Radiff, a Nevada resident representing a class of other GameStop investors, alleges Gill knowingly used his large and influential platform to pump up the stock price of the company this year and posting online while failing to reveal he had taken up a new position in the company. Gill then successfully sold his shares for a profit. So I actually heard, and again, do your own DD, but I heard that this guy who's suing, the leader of this like class action lawsuit, the person who started it, first off, he didn't even invest like $5,000 worth, or I think even like $3,000 worth. It was like a very, very small amount, which again, it's not like you can't do a class action lawsuit just because you invested a small amount. But he had invested like after the major hype. So it's not like he bought it at like $5 or something. Oh, all right, perfect. We got more folks over there at Twitch. So for those of you guys that are viewing the stream, please do me a kind favor. And for those of you guys that are on YouTube that want to hop over on Twitch where it's HD quality, do me a kindness and chat up. Start writing in the chat because it really helps out and makes it quicker for me to become an affiliate partner over there at Twitch. So greatly appreciate it. For those of you guys that want to help me out on Twitch, thank you. Sending you positive vibes. Sean, hi there. I hope GameStop does back forever. I hope does last forever. I mean, a lot of people think that they're just going to last because they have so much money on hand right now, but then we'll have to see. Because, the American government also has a lot of money from taxes every single year, but there are in heavy trillion dollars of debt. So at the end of the day, it really comes down to how they're going to spend money. $4 billion could be spent really quickly and badly. And things could still end very badly if they don't properly make the good decisions to make more money. Honestly, I don't know why people don't just follow like the trajectory of MicroStrategy. Like I've never even heard of MicroStrategy. And then bam, Michael Saylor invested into Bitcoin and this company goes from nothing to one of the largest companies out there. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. As usual, folks, chill out right in the chat and smash the like button. Oh, I can't stand something. Juicy Drab. I blame all the misfortune on Saturn being in retrograde. I don't understand it. I feel like every time I look up like why Mercury is in retrograde, I'll learn it for like 2 seconds and I'll forget that like out of my brain. Until November 15, 2024. It started on Saturday. So does that mean things are really bad until November 15th? Like in the stock market, I hope not other things in life. But yeah, I am personally like in my personal life, I'm having more issues recently than not. So maybe I don't know when this whole like Saturn retrograde situation occurred, but sure. I think there's like an X account. I think I follow this girl, but I don't go and check in often, so I don't think it's popping up on my like For You page. But there's like people out there I think that do their trades based off of like the stars and the planets. Yeah. Which I mean teaches out. Sometimes I trust in my magic 8 ball. But let's ask questions. Okay. I'm gonna ask you guys, of course, all of you guys as well. Cookie Monster says he only bought 1,000 and it dipped to $800 and he is suing LOL. We're talking about the guy who lost a bunch of money supposedly, right? And then is making like they need to make like a requirement. Like you have to have a lot of damages, I feel like shouldn't you have more damage in order to sue somebody? Like I feel like I've had more damages at like restaurants. Like one time I slipped and fell at a restaurant and I cracked like a nice jade thimble and I didn't even sue them. Maybe I should have. But anyways, let's ask. Let's ask. What should we ask? Does Roaring Kitty have both GameStop and Chewy shares? Because I personally think he is that rich, and I personally feel like you don't know what he's done for the last 3 years. And the people that are saying like, oh, he must not have this much money, so therefore he sold his GameStop to buy his Chewy. It's like you didn't even know that he was going to come back for GameStop, and you didn't even know how much money he had when he came back from GameStop. So I feel like nobody knows anything. Neither does my Magic 8 Ball, but I feel like my Magic 8 Ball knows more than some folks that claim they know stuff. You may rely on it. Guys, I'm not even making this up. Yeah, you may rely on it when asked. This is my question to it, that he has both. I don't know. The last time I thought that he wasn't going to sell his options, and he did sell his options. So I don't know. But that could have also been a really good bait, right? The fact that he sold his options, so people were like, ooh, he doesn't have enough money to execute it. Because at one point, like people were like, maybe he has the money to execute and actually buy the options. And I thought like maybe possibly he would or he could, right? Like he could execute those call options. And technically, I think if he bought all those shares with his call options, he could have still been up because GameStop is still like, well, it's just around 25, 26 recently, right? So I think that was also really good bait to make people believe like, okay, he doesn't have that much money and all he has is what's in his account. Whereas I think he has a lot more. And he could have a Fidelity account, he could have a Robinhood account, he could have so many other accounts. Just it. But I'll let you guys decide too. This is just water, by the way. But because I have like lip gloss on, I don't like to drink my ice water from here. Because then I feel like getting it all gross. I will use my glass straw. Problem solved. Stay hydrated. And smash like button. So where is GameStop at right now? We are currently at 23.34, folks. So again, I'm just grateful every day that we're over that $20 mark. And remember, keep like all the decoding of all those emojis off that Missy Elliott video. If it did mean anything, supposedly something is going to happen on July 4th. Now that we know about this, I have no idea what's going to happen on July 4th. Like, is he going to show us that he has another company? Like, does he have 9 million shares in Tesla or something? Just kidding. But yeah, like, I don't know what will happen July 4th anymore. Because originally I thought that July 4th he was just going to post like an update to his position. Maybe he increased his position as well to get even more GameStop shares due to, who knows, maybe other trades that he's doing in the background or on other portfolios, or maybe just like he has more money in the bank that he can use. So I was thinking like something was going to happen on July 4th in terms of like really just a GameStop position growing. But now I'm not really sure what he's going to reveal on July 4th, if he's going to even reveal anything. And I don't think he did a portfolio update, right? Or did he? I mean, because all I'm reading are these articles, and I don't see like any portfolio update. I'm following somebody called the Roaring Kitty Tracker on X, so let's see if it's gonna be on here. Okay, no, I don't think he posted it because this guy saying everyone waiting for Roaring Kitty to drop his P&L after weeks of not posting. Oh man. Oh, so he does. Okay, so Roaring Kitty did file SCC 13G for Chewy, 9,001,000 shares, or 6.6% of the company. Honestly, yeah, I guess if you really believed in it, you could have, right after he posted the dog meme last week, bought in Chewy, sold it right last week when it was like, what, $36, $39? And even if you missed your chance to sell it last week, you could have sold it again this Monday when it popped to like $33. Like I don't know. I don't really do that, so I don't know if I'd be able to catch that, but it's wild. I'll see what other folks' comments are saying. Someone's like, someone is funding him. Question is who? Even though he fully did a live stream and said that nobody like he's not doing this with anyone, he's doing this by himself. Yeah. I don't think he's doing it with anyone. What do you guys think? Do you think that someone is funding him the money? I feel like I think that's kind of a diss to like his capabilities. I just feel like Roaring Kitty is like proven himself enough at this point through his videos and through his ability to make money that he doesn't really, oh god, I got missed that he doesn't need to rely on others for his finances in order to do these trades. Because clearly the dude had so much money back then, and I don't think he sold. Hmm. Yeah, nobody knows why. There's a meme of Nancy Pelosi that says, "Get me into whatever that cat is buying." Oh my god, that's hilarious. Um. Oh, okay. Someone says on YouTube that RK lawsuit has been dismissed and done. My friend is also in that class action. Selling $33 at 6:30 a.m. pre-market. Not most meme trader holding usually. Oh, your friend tried to sue Roy and Kitty as well? That's hilarious. Okay, so I'm glad that it was dismissed because I'm a little shocked that one can even file that with like you would. Okay, I would probably not even attempt to. Again, I need to learn law better if this is allowed or not allowed. But I didn't even know you were allowed to file for any lawsuits if your damages are like under $500. You know, like I never heard of that. But maybe you can. Maybe if your damage is $5, you can still file for a lawsuit. Again, maybe it depends on the context or what situation this is. But like, yeah, like let's say like a cat ripped my jeans and my jeans cost $20. Like, can you? And maybe that cat ripped a bunch of other people's jeans. Can you start a class action lawsuit against like an actual cat? I don't know. That popped up in my mind, but yeah, I wouldn't think that you would need to do that because it's just not a lot of money, even if it was like 100 pairs of jeans. You know? Yeah, you can as long as you have a firm that you can sue for anything and waste your money on the court fees. Yeah, see, that's the point. Like, I feel like the court, like, if I was a judge, I probably wouldn't take that seriously. And I feel like if I was a lawyer, I probably wouldn't take that as seriously either. But again, not financial advice. Go and find your own lawyers to ask those questions. Oh, wow. Don't do that. My hair is fine. I like my hair. I mean, don't really brush my hair, but yeah. I'm sorry if this is causing you some distress of my hair choices, but you know, I don't like my hair either, to be fair. I don't know why it's not growing fast enough. I want like my black hair to like grow all the way down to here by like the end of this year. Well, I don't think that's happening. Okay, some folks in here don't like Kitty. That's cool. I like him. I like him, but I don't understand him. Keep it at that. No idea what he's doing. Let's see, what else? FFIE, yeah, it's down today. I full regrets on not selling it when it was up, but it's okay because FFIE is also not down enough for me to want to dollar cost average it. Lucid, I think Lucid was slightly up in the day, but now it's down. Oh yeah, I find this really confusing. Why is AMC up? Like, did Inside Out 2 do really good or something? I didn't watch Inside Out 2. I actually recently just watched or maybe rewatched Inside Out, the first horror movie, from like more than a decade ago. I think. But yeah, I'm not even sure if I ever watched Inside Out 1, but I just rewatched it and it felt familiar. But then again, all Disney movies kind of feel really familiar to me. It was really good. And I heard that people are saying really good things about Inside Out 2. So I'm excited to try that out. I don't know if this is like one of the reasons why AMC is moving up. We also have that Deadpool Wolverine movie coming out soon. So I don't know if that's going to cause some movement. Nasdaq's down today. S&P 500. Dow's up. Let's see. We got Chewy's like 25.44 right now. Rivian's up today. Oracle's up today. Tesla. Wow. Okay. I'm amazed that it's finally over $200. Up 6%. Insanity. Okay. Apple also up today. Amazon up 1.97%. Nvidia back to the $123 level, still up in the green. I would say most things, I guess, did like pretty okay. Oh no, NEO went up more. See, I'm telling you, every time I sell something, man, every time I sell something, it just goes higher. NEO's up like 7% today. Okay, wait, hold on. No, it's okay. I still have NEO call options. I need NEO to go much higher. AMC is looking a bit better. Q2 box office with Inside Out 2. Okay, so maybe it is because of Inside Out 2. I'm excited to watch it then. A little shy of $2 billion box office with that AMC having min cash burn. See, like AMC, they need to make more money and then go ahead and buy back those stocks because they have way too many shares out there. And I think a lot of shareholders are just not happy with that. if they even do like a couple rounds of it, doesn't have to be a lot. I feel like it will incentivize more folks to even want to become a shareholder, because nobody likes to see a company that every time their stock goes up a little bit, they're just going to go ahead and dilute shares. Yes, I know GameStop recently did that, but it's different. Just the levels are different in terms of AMC and GME, and I feel like AMC just overdid it, and now they need to like reverse. We want to reverse that. And I really wish the best for AMC, because I actually care more about movies and AMC than I do about GameStop. Unless if GameStop, you know, like I said, I want them to do like in a perfect world. I feel like Brian Cohen should focus more on like anime, focus more on like wine boxes, like all the things that are really, really popular that I see everywhere in the malls, at least in California. I feel like GameStop needs to get on it, because usually when I pass by like a GameStop in a mall, I'm like, it just looks really dry. Like, I know, yes, they're like big on the consoles and whatnot, but you need like more at this point in time for like the Gen Alphas and the Gen Zers who like those little blind box things. I mean, like, I'm old, but I still find them very cute. I have not bought a blind box, but I like to. I don't mind getting it at a GameStop if they had it, just to like kind of support the business and whatnot. And like I said, we should sell these babies in the color of red. I got all these ideas. Brian Cohen needs to hire me. They dropped the lawsuit. Okay. Ultimate Boss on Twitch says, when GameStop went to $65, he could have sold everything and become a billionaire. See, again, like, I just don't think so. I just don't think that he was ever poor to begin with. I feel like I personally think, out of my imagination, not based off of anything, that Roaring Kitty has a lot more money than everybody thinks he does. And the reason, hi there, Nicole. Yay, nice to see you. I recognize that. But I feel like it's very obvious to me that that's not how one behaves when you're poor. And that's not how one behaves if all you had was at one point $900 million in unrealized tendies, and then you all of a sudden drop to like $300 million or like 400 million live. It's just not how you act, you know? I don't know. Maybe he's a really good actor, but I just don't think that that's ultimately, in my opinion. So let's ask. I mean, I'm gonna do a poll. Do you think um do you think Roaring Kitty has more cash we don't know about? Like more money than the previous like P&L that you saw, where it showed that he had like under $300 million. If you think that he possibly has more money in the bank, maybe some crypto assets that he could easily shift around, anything else out there, like if you think there's other types of payments, types of funds out there that Roaring Kitty has, let me know, and then just post yes on there if you're on YouTube, or if you're on Twitch, then you can just let me know in the comment section. Right, right. And but even though I'm saying this, I've read it wrong before. I totally thought that this guy was like that he had the money and that he was going to execute those call options and that he wasn't going to sell those call options. So I read him wrong before, and I wouldn't be shocked if I'm wrong again. And maybe, who knows? Maybe he doesn't have that much money, and then he's going to have, and then he already sold his GameStop shares. And that's how he was able to get the Chewy shares. But then that just doesn't work with the thesis at all. Like, I watched probably not hundreds, but more than 20 to 30 Roaring Kitty videos on his YouTube channel at this point, and some of them are 5 hours long. And I don't remember him saying that he is a high believer in Chewy, like, ever. And if you've watched a video like that, let me know. Like, if there's a video out there about him talking about possibly thinking that Chewy still has like a really grand future, because in his videos he always just kind of like praised Ryan Cohen, which is a pretty consistent thing. I guess he's still doing it in 2024. Or is this like a challenge to Ryan Cohen? Like, I don't get it, because I don't even think Ryan Cohen. I don't think he has shares, right? Wait, actually, let me see. Is this updated yet? Because you can go and check out like who is suing him. So it's a dude named. Let me go and pull it up. Martin Radev, Radev. You can search it up. But apparently someone on my YouTube right now just said that his friend was a part of the class action lawsuit and it's been dropped. So again, do your own DD. I don't know where to go search this stuff up. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna Google it. Did the roaring kitty. I don't know if it's been updated, even if it is true. Like you would think that if okay, like, I feel like it has to be dropped in my opinion because like if it was gonna ever be successful, like if anyone had anything on him, I feel like the SEC would be on him like ASAP first before like some dude from Nevada does it. Oh yeah, it says 19 minutes ago updated. I think this is Fortune. A lawsuit accusing popular stocks influencer Keith Gill, better known as Roaring Kitty, of engaging in a pump and dump scheme involving GameStop Corp shares was dropped within days of its filing. So I guess it's over. But that's weird because we literally just heard about it yesterday. So did we just hear about it when it's already been dropped? Jack the King says, Nickel, just some guy who only bought a house. And you feel bad. I'm not like we're not making fun of him because he only bought 1,000. Like that's fine. But just saying, I lost more than $5,000. I have proof of that on Robinhood alone in 2021, and I didn't think about suing nobody. And it's crazy because like I feel like there's not much argument. Like I get it if it's like I think somebody has more of an argument with Dogecoin and like Elon Musk, no offense to Elon Musk, than they do with Keith Gill because look at GameStop, right? And then also like even with Elon, there's like not much meat to go on because like okay, when Elon started tweeting about it, when I noticed that Elon Musk was tweeting about Dogecoin was under 1 cent. So it's like as much as you can hate on Elon Musk and be like, oh my god, I only bought it because like Elon Musk was tweeting about it, and then I put my house money on it at like 60 cents for Dogecoin, and now Dogecoin's at like 12 cents, and then be all mad about it. But it's like, bro, he started tweeting about it when it was under 1 penny. So if you had bought it even at 1 penny, you would still be up 12x today, right? So I feel like it's all in relation to just how much the price went up. Yet, if let's say Elon Musk started to tweet about Dogecoin the first time, and Dogecoin was like 10 cents, and the Dogecoin right now is like, and then it went to 70 cents, and then now it's like 1 cent. Yeah, that really sucks. Then I would feel like there's more to go on. And then same with like Keith Gill. It's like this bro started tweeting about GameStop when it was like pre-split, like what, $3-4? Well, not tweeting, but like $3-4 when he was doing YouTube videos. And even at that point, like after I think it's 4-1 split, right? That would be like what, a little over $1 per GameStop share right now, and GameStop's still like over $20. So if you had just watched Roaring Kitty videos, even though he doesn't tell you to give you financial advice or anything like that, you would still be up like 20x. It all depends on when you slide in to your little belief system when you started watching this person, which is not that person's fault that you started watching their YouTube videos later, or that you started to find out about them on Twitter or wherever you're finding out about them through these articles and stuff. And if you're also finding out about Roaring Kitty and all these other news outlets are talking about it, like CNBC, Bloomberg, Fox News, then shouldn't all these news outlets also get sued, in my opinion, because they're also the ones helping prompt the fame of these influencers, right? Oh, hi there, Legendary. Sorry, I can go on like a whole entire tangent. Thank you so much for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. I love the pair. Hi there all day. When did you first buy into GameStop stocks? I wish it was 2020. I was actually first found out about it through a coworker in 2019 or 2020. But I didn't buy into it until 2021. Like I literally got it on that hype. And I don't blame him. Like I didn't get in early. Like I got in late. And then I lost money in 2021. I sold it. I sold it at a loss, I'm pretty sure. And even right now, because I was like doing it on Webull and my Robinhood account, but my Robinhood account is for sure I lost like $5,000. But I got that back recently because I bought into it again in 2024. So I can't really be mad about GameStop. That's pretty much it. Well, I got out in 2021. I might have dabbled more into it in 2022. Definitely never touched GameStop in 2023 because I thought like it was done deal. But I always liked AMC. So I feel like I got into AMC before it was a meme. 2020, I got into AMC. I got into AMC 2021, 2022, 2023, and again in 2024. So I've been invested in AMC for like 5 years now. It's crazy. And yet I don't think I've made any money. I think it's crazy that I believe in AMC more than I do GameStop. Well, now I like GameStop more than AMC, but AMC just, it doesn't like me, man. AMC's never really given back to me. Oh, hi there, Legendary. Thank you so much for also popping in on Twitch. Again, guys, if you want to help me out, it's absolutely free to do so. As long as you just have a Twitch account and pop over to Twitch, chat over there. It'll help me with my ability to apply for the affiliate program over there, which I don't even know what happens, but I'll find out. Guess he didn't. Holding it down on Twitch. Elon taunts the FCC. LOL. No, but Elon's been pretty good. I don't know if he's like all the lawyers like around him are like telling him this or whatever, but doesn't it seem like he's not pumping anything these days, or like not even slightly giving people an idea that he's pumping anything? I don't know. I feel like the Elon today is very different from the Elon of like 2020, 2021, and even 2022. Like remember when he got that dog? I mean, I'm sure that's still his dog, Floki. Then that made like, I mean, the Floki Emu coin, I think, happened afterwards, right? After he got the dog, and then that's why those people that made the Floki coin called it Floki. I think that's what happened. But yeah, I just think like he's not doing anything lately to cause anybody to be like buying up a certain crypto of any kind. And he's not really tweeting about Doge in a way where it makes people bullish even. I'm not saying that he's never going to do it, but I just feel like it's kind of funny that he's not realizing that just right now. Remember before he used to tweet those like memes? There's that meme where like, did he tweet it? I think he did. Or he commented at least. If not tweeted, he engaged with it on X back then in like 2021 and stuff. You know, like that Doge meme, and it's like taking over the whole world, like in a cloud storm of like a dog, the Shiba Inu dog. Yeah, I remember like that's when those memes were like, "Oh, Doge to $1, like just a matter of time," blah blah blah, and he'd be like engaging with that. Ultimate Boss says, "I bought GME after watching the Dumb Money move, and I'm up." Good for you. I wish, like, I watched that movie, and then I was thinking, you know what's crazy? I thought to myself in the movie theater, but I wasn't daring enough to go and just like YOLO buy some GameStop. But I thought to myself when I was watching it, I'm like, I feel like Roy and Kitty would watch the movie that is based off of what happened in 2021 and on him, right? And I was thinking, like, I wonder what he's thinking right now. I wonder if he's going to be so pissed that he's going to make a comeback. And I guess he did, but I don't know if it's because they made a movie like that about him. I mean, I'm sure he knew a movie was going to be made because that's like information we already knew about. I think either end of 2021 or beginning of 2022 that there was going to be a movie, right? Like literally anything that happens these days, like it's like Netflix is going to be on it or Amazon's going to be on it. Like every little squeak that happens in the realm of the real world that makes it to headlines. It's like everybody wants to get in on that and then make it into this new thing. So not really shocked, I guess, that this ended up happening. But yeah. Oh, wait, sorry. You guys all say 100% yes, you think that he has more money. Okay, so if you guys all believe this, then I guess you guys all believe that GameStop also, like he has GameStop shares and he has the Chewy shares now, right? So what would that make him? That would mean he would, at bare minimum, okay, we already know like his shares are, let's just do the math. Even though I suck at math. We'll do it for Roy Case. He's taught us a lot. Okay. So right now the shares for Chewy, let's do Chewy first. Which is like funny because Chewy's now like 20. Okay. Chewy is 25.43, right? Today. 25.43. Today it's down, even though we found out that he has 9 million shares, which is crazy to me. I mean, it moved up because of the news to $35, actually. Sorry, I thought it was $35, which is actually not the most recent high because June 27th, when he tweeted the dog, that's when it went to $39. So we're technically not as high as the $39 level. We're at 35 today, okay? But anyways, Chewy is $25.43. Let's see, what's the all-time high for Chewy? Max, the max chart shows it was, that is so weird, guys. I just realized that The Chewy and the GameStop share price is so similar. Why is that? Like, I never invested in Chewy before, so I didn't know that back in 2021. So you know how like after the 4-to-1 split, I don't know who decides if they want to do 4-to-1 or 5-to-1 or 3-to-1, but isn't it funny that GameStop actually went from like $4 in 2020 pre-split to like 400 something dollars in 2021, right? So then they decided to do a 4-to-1 split after the whole like debacle. So they did a 4-to-1 split, causing the current GameStop shares after the 4-to-1 split to be all-time high back in 2021, about 120 something dollars. That's GameStop. But if you look at Chewy, that mark, guys, this in 2021 between January to April, it was also all-time high of exactly $120. That's insane. That's so weird. Why is it like that? It makes me wonder if like this was planned perfectly just to make them like match up. I don't know. Anyways, just guessing. So let's just say 25.42. We don't know how much he bought it for because Chewy was actually not that expensive. Like 3 months ago. You could have bought Chewy at its lows, let's say before Roaring Kitty came along. Okay. Before Roaring Kitty popped back up into our radar, Chewy was on like around, I think, April. Let's just say April 26th-ish of this year. Chewy was $15, like $15.44. So technically, Roaring Kitty could have bought at $15, and he's already up like mad. Depending on like if he also did the same exact thing, which I don't know why he wouldn't. If he did the same thing that he did for GameStop but for Chewy, that means he's making double the amount of money and then maybe even more money on Chewy, right? Like we don't know this. But he could have started buying up obviously GameStop shares when it was around $10. He could have started buying Chewy shares back in April or March, back when it was like $15, and just be mad up right now because Chewy is $25. And let's just say like 25.40. Okay, we'll just say it's $25, just round down. And then GameStop is currently at $23. So he has 9,001,000 shares in, let's say, Chewy, just $25.40. $25.40 multiplied by, let's see here, oh gosh, let me do this. I'm going to turn it around this way. 9,000,000. Okay, I'm going to mess up this. 9,000,000. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Okay, wrong. 9,000,000. Okay, I got it. Jesus. Okay. 9,001,000 shares. 9,001,000 shares multiplied by 9,001,000 shares multiplied by 25.40. We said this is Chewy. Okay, so he has about $228 million, and this is just for 228 million as of like right now. If he still has the shares, right? The 9,001,000 shares will garner him about 228. And it's basically around the same for GameStop. I mean, GameStop just keeps fluctuating like crazy. So I'll just say like 228 million times like 2. Obviously, it's a little less than that because GameStop is a little less than 2 shares. But this guy has supposedly still like $457 million, about $500 million, right? I don't know. Is that all he has though? Which means he's still not a billionaire. I feel like there could be more in store. Let's look at the emojis. Now this could like change everything. What if the America sign means that he's going to show us that he's actually invested in some company that's like representing America? Lord knows. Okay, Roaring Kitty decoded tweet. Let's see if I can find that thing again. Deciphering the clues. Okay, it's on Reddit. Oh no, where is it? There was like that person who posted all the emojis. Where's all the emojis? By the way, guys, I appreciate all of you guys that are in here, whether you're on my Twitch or on my YouTube. Thank you so much. Make sure you are subscribed to both places and smash the like button. Mikkel says, okay. Yeah, sorry, I have auto mod, so your WTF got blocked. US government will be paying more in interest on the debt than they spend on defense in 2025. Okay, let's see. Billion. Where is that tweet? Hold on. Wow, some people really do their work on Reddit. Where's that tweet that person had? Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I don't want to go and type it out myself. But what was it? I remember it was okay, a dog, eyeballs, and then the flag, or was it just a dog? It was just a dog and the flag. It was a dog, the flag. I just know it ends with a beer. Before the beer, I think is there. Oh wait, no. There is the flag, and then there might be something else in between, and then there's fire somewhere in there, and then there's like a cow sign, and then there's cheers in the end, like a beer. Cheers. So I don't know. A lot of people are speculating that the beer thing just means it's over, which is supposed to be sometime in August, like August 1st or August 2nd, if this whole idea that it's a 5 or 7 day interval in between, so there's like 5 more emojis afterwards, that would mean like 35 days. Again, all of this is just, I don't think anybody knows what he's doing. And he's like updating the memes as he goes. So that's why he had to do like the dog and the eyes and the shifting to the other side. So maybe he's just going to be changing his plan as he goes as well. I don't know what his end game is though. I thought his end game was to just like own a lot of GameStop shares and hodl a bunch, sell some, and watch this company grow. Then he might be holding it on to for years. That's like kind of like, if I had to guess what's going on, I would think that, honestly. What do you guys think? James D says Roaring Kitty is reverse pumping everything. What is reverse pumping? Oh, like he's making everything go down every time he tweets about something. That's why I find it really weird that like the fact that he has 9 million shares of Chewy. Why did Chewy go down? Is it because everyone's scared of him now? Because like obviously GameStop went up to like $80 ish and then now it's down. AMC is owned by private equity, Apollo Global Management, Eric All Day said. The best time to buy was 2023. Yeah, I'm sad about the fact that I didn't buy GameStop. Not even 2023, man. Like, I just bought GameStop in April. No, Roaring Kitty is pressuring XRT. Can you explain that more? I don't really understand it. I try to watch a bunch of videos on like why Roaring Kitty is doing all of this, and there's like this other explanation about it. I don't think I can explain it properly, but it's about the behind the scenes, what happens with the stock orders and options. And there are folks out there tweeting and saying that the trades that he executed, like those options and the shares that he bought, haven't even actually been forced upon those who owe him the shares to give it because they have all these like, what's it called? FTD, failure to deliver add-on dates. Like, I don't know if what the rule is. I think is it like plus 7 days or plus 6 days? But there's like all these things behind the scenes in the money market that goes on that's really complicated supposedly, and it's like in the shadows. And I think there's a theory. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Like there's a theory that we haven't seen GameStop go to the moon and do this squeeze because the folks behind the scenes that owe these shares to Roaring Kitty or because of his trades haven't had to put up the money yet. I don't know. That's like one other theory that I've heard. Inkin says Chewy is a large position in XRT ETFs. Okay, same ETF basket as GME AMC. Now shorting is occurring with ETFs. Chewy XRT have 1.4% of the basket, largest position. Oh, okay. So yeah, so again, this has to do with like the shorts, right? So I feel like I almost understand it. So you're saying that he's doing this to buy up the shares because folks are shorting this ETF and kind of hiding behind shorting the company specifically because they're shorting this like ETF that holds all these things, right? But either way, it's still a form of shorting. And if they can't come up with all the shares, that's why I'm curious. Why is it taking that long to just find out the short interest, like on the stock alone? But I guess if you calculate the short interest on these, like the XRT ETFs, maybe he's just trying to make sure that the short interest is high on that, and then we can get a short squeeze due to that. Is that possible? Is that the whole point? Like at the end of the day, does everything still lead back to the short interest? Because I actually believe in GameStop, like through watching his older videos, because I'm more believing in the fact that he said himself, like back in the day in 2021, that it's not even about the short interest. Like to him, even if there wasn't any short interest in GameStop, like he would have still bought GameStop because he believes that the company has more to it than these shorts that are pulling the price down. So that's kind of like why I believe it. I want to see the short interest to go up because I feel like there's some other folks that only believes in that. And I love to see a short squeeze. But my guess on all this is that I think he really just can see this company turn around. And now he's like within it. And like his influence and his power is like to another unscalable, like uncalculable level at this point. To the folks that like buy the shares or the folks who are against GameStop, I think they can't really even put a finger on defining just how valuable like the person Roaring Kitty is in terms of like this company or this stock or whatever. That's kind of how I see it. Okay. Love Twitch. Hi there, Ryu. Welcome. What do we got? I wish the stickers were cuter over here on YouTube. I don't know why they don't do this. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be a wild ride. I mean, I'm excited for July 4th. Let me know what you think is gonna happen on July 4th. Because I really just I can't think of anything at this point besides like him releasing the fact that he's invested in some like hardcore American company. Hence the flag. Because what else is he gonna like announce? Besides possibly like just showing his portfolio and just like kind of like showing that he has both. Is that a possibility? Like on July 4th, or I hope even if it's not July 4th, it'll be like tomorrow, right? I think it'd be nice to see his portfolio update showing both of these positions. But maybe he's not showing it right now because that will cause possibly more short interest in folks dumping GameStop or trying to make GameStop go down because they think that he sold it. I think he's being silent and he's like in a sense tricking the shorts into into selling more. That's what I think. But I could totally be wrong. Because I'm not even decoding any of his tweets, right? And I can't find it. Hold on. Let's see. Roaring Kitty. Oh wow. Literally all his tweets are posted on Reddit. I'm trying to find the Missy Elliott one. Yeah. Oh, the Kansas City Shuffle. Okay. Wow. Decoding the Kitty. This is 2 months ago. Part 1. RC, RK, and the KC Shuffle. Wow. This is like really long. Somebody wrote this on Reddit. One thing that has stood out to me is that who posted this? It's speculation and opinion by Prof Dank Memes. One thing that has stood out to me is that he put directed by Roaring Kitty, which makes me feel that this was probably edited in some capacity as one single movie. So, like any movie, let's focus on the themes and what these months of preparation have created. Disclaimer, I'm just a simple ape. None of this means anything. It's just memes and a single guy who just likes the stock. This is not financial advice. I put my full notes at the bottom. So theme 1, Roaring Kitty is a symbol and a distraction. In many of his tweets throughout, Keith often refers to Roy and Kitty like it's this symbol, idea, or mask that is put on. In many cases, he alludes to the idea that RK is this scary monster or villain. Part of this is probably due to how he knows he will be portrayed by the MSM when coming out, mainstream media, but part of it seems to be a confidence game. His total confidence coming back so strong would slash should be threatening for SHFs. Wow, this person like broke down every tweet. There's actually one specific tweet that stood out to me, which is the one from Batman, 3 years of nights have turned me into a nocturnal animal. We have a signal now or for when I'm needed, but when that light is in the sky, it's not just a call, it's a warning to them. Here is a tool. It feels somewhat clear here that his return is broadcast. He seems to be very aware that his return would be attacked by MSM and he would be the focus of the evildoers. Man. Kitty is wearing everything on his chest, open and flaunting it. He's not hiding anymore. Okay. Theme 2. RC approach RK with a plan. Yeah, so I did hear about this through Reddit and then like on YouTube where people were saying that another speculation is that all of this, even though Ryan Cohen and Rory and Kitty, which is funny, RC and RK, they don't actually like have conversations because that would be insider trading. There's a belief that they're communicating with each other without actually talking to each other. I don't know if you guys have heard about that. But there's a lot of folks out there on the internet that are like, they are like talking to each other through like these Easter eggs and these codes or these memes or whatever. And they like understand each other and what each other means without even having like a full on conversation, which I think is hilarious. And I do think that's possible. I feel like you could fully like communicate to somebody. Like I could tweet something right now and just mean it for one person to understand. And only that one person would understand and everybody else would just kind of look at it and be like, WTF. But anyways, this theme says this person says on Reddit, it's hard to ignore the fact that many of the videos involve a team of people who gather together to pull off a plan /heist/fight, etc. There are many more not included here, like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid references, multiple Ocean's movie references. So I didn't watch the Butch Cassidy or the Sundance Kid references, but I love the Ocean's movies. Okay, anyways. Beavis and Butthead laughing about memes, etc. Ryan introduces Kitty to a larger group of shareholders who like the stock and are ready to ride to the battle, an Avenger of sorts. They're just decoding a bunch of memes. Theme 3, the Kansas City Shuffle. So Kansas City Shuffle, an advanced form of confidence trick where the mark is aware of being involved in a swindle and believes that he or she can outsmart the swindler. However, this is all part of the trick, and by attempting to retaliate, the mark unwittingly assists the con artist. I think this plan is what RC and RK might have set in motion. Think the timing of RK jumping back before the end of the week was an attempt to rile up SHF. And quite possibly, the run-up was greedy bears increasing their position before RC or someone/thing else pulls the trigger. Yeah, some of his tweets are like, you're not really looking. They'd be crazy to follow us, wouldn't they? Because it's all part of the plan. Was getting caught part of your plan? This one video of the two cars and Kitty character has to change headfirst into the truck before coming out on top. There's a game of chicken going on. And then there's another meme that this person finds interesting. He says, this is art, get it? But the 3 photos used are all known optical illusions. The memes are serving a purpose. Putting it all together, Kitty is purposefully causing commotion in order to distract and bait SHFs this week into getting greedy and increasing their short position. Okay. All right. Finally, something I understand. Open up more stuff, contracts, and dig their hole even deeper. There's nothing wrong with what RK has done. It's just memes, but he knows the scrutiny will be on him. RC and Kitty have had some kind of communication. I think that has to explain the timing of RK coming out of nowhere with a treasure trove of memes. That must have taken weeks or months to make. Yeah, I agree with that. I think those memes, like, I want to be too shocked if he actually spent like the whole year working on them. I don't know. I mean, he also has a family, so I think the release of the 42-4B5 8-K and S-3 ASR out of nowhere going to give game away for them on the bear trap, as we're finding out ourselves. The unique nature of the filings give their hand away more than they probably want. I think RK's sudden comeback on a Sunday night is part of the confidence game. He needed to send a shock to SHFs and get them to come up with the hasty plans to make money come Monday. It may have even been SHF that ran the price up early in the week, only to increase their short position on the way down. What are the chances that the stock is pumping this week and we hear nothing from meme lord Ryan Cohen? Not even an emoji. I think there's a chance it might be giving the game away. That said, I'm not very confident that's why. Just a thought. And then to Roy and Kitty, you are a saint, RK. This is like the writer of this like meme, this entire Reddit post that I'm reading. And then this person's like, to Roy and Kitty, you are a saint, RK. If you are reading this, man, and you need help, I am a wizard with After Effects. I could help you keep producing these en masse. Happy to sign an NDA. Wow. The amount of support. I've never seen this before in my life. People being like, I'm willing to sign an NDA. I'll help you out to the end. Thank you so much, Legendary. Appreciate another super chat. You guys are awesome. By the way, for you folks that want to join as community members over here on YouTube, definitely check out the join tab down in the like near the description area, I'm sure, or below this video. It really helps support my channels. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Smash the like button. It's really hot. I'm going to take a break and then do some work on the side, and I'll see you guys soon. All right. Take care. Bye.